What if I told you the best revenge isn't about getting even? What if the real power lies in living a life so full, so meaningful, the people who doubted you become irrelevant? This isn't just about moving on, it's about rising above and claiming a future no one can take from you. Have you ever been hurt so deeply by someone that it left a mark? Left you questioning your worth, wondering what you did wrong? We've all felt that ache. That pain is real. In those moments, it's tempting to want revenge, to show them what they lost, to make them feel every ounce of the hurt they caused. But let me tell you, that kind of revenge might feel satisfying for a moment, but it won't bring you the peace you're searching for. True peace, real power, comes when you decide they no longer have a say in your life. The best revenge? It's not about them at all. It's about building a life that's strong, full, and rich with purpose, so their actions fade into the background. They become just a part of your journey, not the destination. When you reach that place, it's a victory no one can take away from you. Because here's the truth about revenge: it might satisfy you briefly, but that feeling doesn't last. It's like drinking salt water. When you're thirsty, it leaves you empty, wanting more. It doesn't bring the healing you think it will. And let's be honest, if someone hurt you, they don't deserve to hold that kind of power over you. They don't deserve that much space in your life. So what's the best revenge? I'll tell you, it's success. It's growth. It's rising up and building a life so powerful, so full of joy and purpose, that what they did to you becomes irrelevant. When someone wrongs you, they're often expecting a reaction. They want to see you shaken, maybe even broken. That's what they're counting on. They want to believe their actions affected you so deeply that you're stuck on it, stuck on them. But the ultimate revenge is proving they don't have that power over you. Their words, their actions, their cruelty, that's just a blip on your radar. It doesn't define you. It doesn't derail you. That kind of strength and confidence is like armor. When you focus on yourself, when you channel that energy into becoming the best version of you, their power over you fades. Let me tell you something, there's nothing more powerful, more unexpected, than someone who was once broken but chose to rise. That's real resilience. That's real strength. And it doesn't come from shouting your pain or breaking those who hurt you. It comes from looking in the mirror and deciding you're worth more than what they made you believe. Strength grows when we focus on the journey ahead, not by letting our lives be defined by someone else's actions. Think about it. When someone hurts you, your first instinct might be to make them feel the same pain. But that kind of revenge is fleeting. True power comes from growth, transformation, and moving forward. When you focus on building something from what tried to break you, you create a life so rich, so whole, that it silences all the noise. The people who hurt you will see it. They'll realize they didn't stop you. They only fueled your fire to rise higher. Ask yourself, will you spend your energy tearing down someone who didn't see your worth? Or will you use that energy to become the person you're meant to be? Channel that hurt into something meaningful. Your dreams, your goals, your life, they're waiting for you. Pour your energy into that. Each step you take toward your success proves you are always stronger than they thought. Success is a language not everyone speaks. When you're living your truth, achieving and growing, those who try to break you will see the beauty you've created from the ashes they left behind. It might feel easier to snap back, to make them feel your pain, but that's just temporary relief. It doesn't heal the wound, it only makes it fester. Real healing comes from within, choosing to live a life not controlled by anyone else. It's about letting go of the need to retaliate and knowing your worth isn't defined by their actions. When you focus on your growth and stay true to yourself, you create a legacy of resilience and success that speaks for itself. You don't need to announce it. It's in the way you carry yourself, the confidence you exude, and the dreams you pursue. Those who tried to break you will see that instead of falling, you built yourself up piece by piece until there wasn't a single part of you they could claim. And holding on to bitterness, it's like carrying a weight that gets heavier each day. Resentment keeps you tied to the pain, robbing you of the life you could be living. But forgiveness is freedom. It doesn't mean what they did was okay or that you're letting them off the hook. It means you're freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that hurt. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's power. It's reclaiming your life, your happiness, your peace. Because as long as you hold on to that hurt, they're still winning, still occupying space in your mind. Let it go. Focus on your growth, That's when you truly win. That's when you show them and yourself that you're bigger than the pain, stronger than the hurt. Take that energy and turn it inward. Invest in yourself. Build something meaningful out of the hurt. Transform it into strength, fuel, and purpose. Life has a way of teaching us through our trials. As you rise and grow, you become a light for others who are walking through the same pain. You show them it's possible, it's worth it. Rising above is always better than sinking down to someone else's level. That's power. That's real influence. Now, I'm not saying the sting won't come back now and then. The memories might resurface. But those memories don't have to define you. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You're the person who walked through the fire and emerged stronger. The one who refused to let others dictate their worth. The one who chose to rise no matter what tried to hold them down. So the next time someone hurts you, remember the best revenge is in your hands. It's not in their lives, it's not in getting even. It's in building something extraordinary with yours. Respect yourself enough to know you're worth more than holding onto a grudge, more than anger, more than bitterness. Keep your head high. Keep moving forward. Let your life become the ultimate testament to the strength within you. Because when you rise, when you succeed, when you grow, you don't just overcome, you become unstoppable. So forgive not for them, but for you. Forgive because you deserve peace. Forgive because your energy is far too precious to waste on anything that doesn't serve you. There's something powerful that happens when you choose to forgive. You're making a decision to move forward, to let go, to create a life that's truly yours. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting what happened or pretending the hurt wasn't real. It's about setting yourself free from the weight of it. It's about saying, I'm not carrying this burden anymore. The choice to forgive brings a peace no revenge could ever offer. When you let go of the need to get even, you clear space in your life. You make room for the things that matter, the things that build you up rather than tear you down. Think about it. Holding on to anger, clinging to grudges that drains you. It keeps you stuck in a dark, heavy place, stopping you from moving forward. So when you let it go, when you say, I'm done carrying this, you open yourself up to life again fully, freely, without that weight on your shoulders. In that space, you find the freedom to grow, to reach for something new, something better. That's the beauty of forgiveness. It lays the foundation for growth. When you've been hurt, you're standing at a crossroads. You can let that pain hold you back, anchoring you to the past, or you can use it as fuel to grow stronger, wiser, and rise above it. And let me tell you this, the people who achieve greatness, who go far in life, didn't get there because it was easy. They got there because they faced obstacles, betrayal, and pain. But instead of letting it break them, they used it to build something stronger. Think about the most successful people you know. They faced struggles, setbacks, and heartbreak. Yet they kept going. They turned their pain into determination, their disappointment into resilience. They looked at their hurt and said, I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to make something of myself. That's the difference. That's the choice that separates those who stay stuck from those who move forward. Ask yourself, what can I do with this pain? How can I turn it into something meaningful, something that helps me grow? Maybe it's starting that business you've always dreamed of. Maybe it's chasing the goal you've been putting off. Or perhaps it's finally investing in yourself, your dreams, and your future. Whatever it is, let that be your response to the hurt. Let your growth, your achievements, your success be the answer to the pain you've endured. When you use your pain as a stepping stone, as the foundation for your growth, you're creating something no one can take away. That's the kind of strength that lasts. That's the kind of revenge that matters. You're not just reacting to the hurt, you're transforming it. You're turning it into something positive, something that builds you up instead of tearing you down. And believe me, that kind of growth doesn't go unnoticed. The people who hurt you, the ones who doubted you, they'll see it. They'll see that instead of falling apart. You turned their negativity into something incredible. They'll wonder how you did it, how you transformed pain and betrayal into strength, into success, into a life full of purpose and meaning. But here's the key, don't do it for them. Don't do it to prove anything to anyone else. Do it for you. Do it because you deserve a life that's whole, filled with joy, peace, and accomplishment. Do it because you deserve to see just how far you can go when you let go of revenge and focus on building one day, realizing every hurt, every struggle was a stepping stone to the life you're living now. That's the kind of growth that lasts. That's the kind of success no one can take from you. It's not about getting even. It's about getting better, rising above, reaching for something greater than the pain, greater than the hurt. This journey, the choice to forgive and let go, it's not an easy one. There will be days when it feels impossible, when the pain feels too much, when you wonder if it's even worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you dig deep, remember why you're doing this, and choose to rise above. Every step forward, every act of growth, builds a life rooted in resilience, strength, and purpose. As you continue on this path, the pain will start to fade. The hurt will become part of your past, not your present. What remains is a stronger, wiser, more resilient you. That's real revenge, not tearing someone else down, but building yourself up. Reaching a place where your life isn't defined by what happened to you, but by what you chose to do with it. Focus on growth, on creating a life that reflects your strength and resilience. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself: freedom. Freedom from resentment, from bitterness, from the chains of the past. You're giving yourself permission to truly live, to find joy untouched by the actions of others. That's the kind of freedom that only comes from within, and it's worth every bit of struggle, every choice to move forward. So forgive not because it's easy, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. You deserve to live a life that's full, whole, and truly yours. As you let go of the need for revenge and focus on growth, you'll find that life begins to open up in ways you never imagined. New opportunities will come your way. New relationships, new experiences, and moments of joy will start to fill your days. This journey, this path of forgiveness and growth isn't about them. It's about you. It's about creating a life that's bigger than the hurt, filled with purpose, meaning, and peace. When you look back, you'll realize that every step you took, every choice to rise above, every act of resilience was leading you to a life that's richer, fuller, and more powerful than you could have ever imagined. That's the kind of life no one can take from you. That's the kind of revenge that truly matters. And yes, people will notice. The ones who hurt you, the ones who doubted you, they'll see it. They'll see how you took their negativity and turned it into something remarkable. They'll see that instead of breaking down, you built something incredible, something that stands strong and steady no matter what they tried to throw at you. They'll watch you move forward, and they'll feel the weight of their own actions. They'll wonder, question, and ask themselves how you managed to turn what was meant to hurt you into something so powerful, so unstoppable. But here's the thing, you're not doing this for them. You're doing it for yourself. There's something profound about taking all that hurt, all that pain, and using it as the foundation to build yourself up. It's not about showing them what they missed. It's about giving yourself what you deserve. You deserve a life that's full, meaningful, and far greater than the scars and brokenness you've experienced. Every step you take toward that life, every goal you achieve, every dream you bring to reality, that's the real revenge. Because you're creating a future that's bigger than the pain you've known, a future that's bigger than anything those who hurt you could have imagined for you. Revenge might offer fleeting satisfaction, a moment of relief, but it doesn't last. It doesn't fill you in a way that truly matters. Revenge keeps you tied to the very thing that hurt you. It connects you to the pain, the bitterness, the resentment. It keeps you looking backward instead of forward. But growth is entirely different. Growth is about letting go of what's behind you and focusing on what lies ahead. It's about giving yourself the gift of freedom from the past and embracing a future filled with possibility, purpose, and peace. When you choose the path of growth, you give yourself a reason to wake up every day with excitement and determination. You give yourself goals, dreams, and ambitions that have nothing to do with anyone else, everything to do with the life you want to create. That journey doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. It makes you stronger, wiser, more resilient. That kind of growth, that kind of transformation speaks for itself. You won't need to say a word to those who doubted you. Your life, your success, your joy, they'll do all the talking. So focus on building a future that's worth living. Focus on a life that fills you up, brings you joy, and gives you purpose. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You deserve to see just how far you can go when you let go of revenge and choose to grow, succeed, and create something beautiful out of the ashes. You deserve to live a life not defined by what happened to you, but by what you chose to do with it. There will be moments when revenge feels like the easier path, when it seems simpler to give in to anger, frustration, and hurt. But remember, the easy path isn't always the right one. The easy path won't lead to a life that's rich, full, and meaningful. It might bring you momentary satisfaction, but it won't give you the lasting peace, joy, and fulfillment that come from rising above. When you're walking in growth and purpose, you align yourself with something far greater than any one person, moment, or experience. You align yourself with your true potential, your true purpose, and the future that's waiting for you. And that future, my friend, is worth every ounce of effort, every moment of patience, and every act of resilience. That future is worth letting go of the need for revenge and embracing the desire to create something meaningful, powerful, and lasting. Think about the legacy you want to leave. Think about the story you want your life to tell. Do you want to be remembered as someone consumed by bitterness and resentment, or as someone who rose above it all? Do you want your story to be one of revenge, or one of strength, resilience, and growth? The choice is yours, and it's one you make every single day. You have the power to choose the path that honors who you are, the path that reflects your inner strength and leads to the future you deserve. That path is not cluttered with anger, grudges, or resentment. It's clear, purposeful, and filled with the promise of what lies ahead. It's a path that's clear, open, and filled with opportunity, possibility, and peace. Because here's the truth, the greatest revenge isn't about tearing someone else down. The greatest revenge is about building yourself up. It's about creating a life so full, so rich, and so meaningful that those who doubted you or hurt you become nothing more than a footnote in your story. They become a part of your past, not your present, not your future. So choose growth. Choose the path that leads to a future filled with purpose, meaning, and joy. That's the path that honors who you are. That's the path that leads to a life worth living. And with every step you take on that path, every moment you choose to rise above, you're proving to yourself and to the world that you're stronger, capable, and far more than the pain or the past. And that, my friend, is the kind of revenge that lasts. Choose the path that leads to something greater, something enduring. Trust me, those who tried to hurt you will see the life you built, the strength you've gained, and that will say everything that needs to be said. You won't need to say a word, nor lift a finger. Your life, your success, and the peace you've found will do all the talking. And the beauty of it is, by then, you won't even be thinking about them. You'll be too focused on living your life, building your dreams, and embracing your blessings. That's the power of taking the high road, because at the end of the day, the best revenge isn't about what you do to others. It's about what you do for yourself. It's about standing tall, living well, and thriving despite the hurt. When you make your life bigger than your pain, when you see yourself as more than just someone who was hurt or betrayed, you take your power back. You show up every day with a heart full of purpose, a mindset focused on growth, and a spirit that refuses to be broken. That's power. That's strength. And that, my friend, is the best revenge you could ever have. People who try to tear others down live small lives. They're trapped in drama, bitterness, and petty games. They spend so much time trying to hold others back that they forget to lift themselves up. They forget to build something meaningful, something worth living for. But when you choose to rise above their actions, to let go of their pettiness and focus on building yourself up, you're doing something they can't understand. You're showing them that you're bigger than their actions, stronger than their words, and more resilient when you're living life on your own terms. In your own way, they'll notice. They'll see their attempts to hurt you only made you stronger, more determined to create beauty out of the mess they tried to leave behind. Their negativity will be nothing more than fuel for your journey. And that kind of strength, that kind of resilience, is a language they won't understand, but they'll feel it all the same. But don't do it for them. Don't build your life just to prove something to those who hurt you. Do it because you deserve a life that's full, rich, and honors who you truly are. Do it because you have dreams to chase, goals to achieve, and a future to create that has nothing to do with the pain of the past. True peace doesn't come from getting even. It comes from moving forward. It comes from deciding that your life, your happiness, and your success are far too precious to waste on anything that drags you down. Real strength isn't about how much you push back against those who tried to hurt you. Real strength is about how much you rise above. It's about holding your head high when it would be easier to let it fall. It's about choosing joy when bitterness is tempting. It's about walking your path, no matter what others say or do, no matter how they try to define you. Real strength is quiet, steady. It doesn't need an audience. It just is. When you embody that kind of strength, you go beyond revenge. You change the game. Let your actions speak for you. Let your growth, success, and happiness tell your story. You don't need to talk about it. Don't need to shout it from the rooftops. Just live it. Let your life be proof that no one's actions can hold you back. Let your success be the evidence that you're bigger than any attempt to tear you down. Because that's the story that speaks louder than any words, gestures, or acts of revenge ever could. When you focus on growth and living well, the need for revenge fades away. It becomes irrelevant. You're too busy building your life, creating something meaningful, to waste energy on those who tried to hurt you. You're too busy becoming who you're meant to be, someone wise, kind, and grounded in purpose and strength. And when you reach that point, you're untouchable. You've built a life that's beyond the reach of anyone's negativity or attempts to tear you down. So keep your eyes on the future. Keep building, keep growing, and thriving. Focus on what you want, what you can create, and the life waiting for you. That life, that future, is worth far more than anything behind you. You're on a journey, one that's yours alone to shape, define, and live fully. As long as you're moving forward, choosing growth over bitterness, you're on the right path. Remember, the best revenge isn't about hurting someone back. It's about living a life so full, joyful, and meaningful that those who try to hurt you become irrelevant. Their actions lose all power over you. They become a distant memory, a part of the past with no place in your present or future. You've taken back your power, reclaimed your peace, and built a life rooted in strength, purpose, and resilience. So choose to rise above. Choose to let go of revenge and focus on getting better. Focus on creating a life that reflects who you truly are, a life filled with purpose, peace, and joy. Because that, my friend, is the kind of life no one can take from you. That's the kind of life that speaks louder than any act of revenge ever could.